Hello, welcome to another edition of Business Weekly. My name is Vivian Kai Lokko. In this edition, customers who have mobile money accounts expected to get some interest of between 1 to 7% by the end of the year. And also, government puts on hold the implementation of new terminal handling charges at the terminal ports. There's many more coming up. Don't go away. And to our very first story, and customers who have mobile money accounts should expect to get some interest on those accounts by the end of the year. This is the assurance coming in from the Bank of Ghana. Now, the latest development has become necessary following demands by customers of mobile money accounts that they should earn some interest. Now, according to figures from the Bank of Ghana, mobile money transactions increased to over 600 million cedis by the end of June this year. Now, the Bank of Ghana is saying that interest on these accounts are likely to be between 1.5% to 7%. We'll keep you updated on that development story. Let's still stay within the banking industry because banks whose financial books have been impacted by the accumulated debts due to non-performing loans are optimistic that debts will be paid. Now, the over 1.5 billion cedi debt government owes the bulk oil distribution companies and the 1 billion cedi debt owned about 26 banks by commodity trading company Finatrade are reported to be impacting on NPLs on the books of major banks in the country. Now, commenting on the development, the managing director of HFC Bank, Robert Lehan, said he is highly optimistic that the huge debts will be cleared to correct their balance sheets at the end of this year. We'll still stay with the banking industry because finance house Citi Investments Company Limited has gotten the green light from the Bank of Ghana to operate as a bank. Now, the finance house got the regulatory approval from the central bank in the second quarter of 2016. They are expected to begin operations proper by the third quarter of 2016. Now, Citi Business News can confirm that Citi Investments Company Limited, whose majority shareholder is the Vanguard Group, will be rebranded as Premium Bank as it begins its journey as a bank this year. The finance house is currently run by Kwesi Tumi. And to some other stories where the Ministry of Transport has ordered the immediate suspension of terminal handling charges at the ports, which was to be implemented by the Ship Owners and Agents Association of Ghana until further notice. Now, the ministry in the interim has tasked the Ghana Maritime Authority to constitute a committee to investigate the issue. Now, last week we told you that some business associations, including the AGI, PEF, among others, had kicked against the implementation of the new charges because, according to them, it will have a negative impact on their business and likely to cripple their businesses. Now, the business associations argue that the new charges were unfair and add on to the numerous taxes they were already charging. We'll keep you updated on that development story. And let's go to the oil and gas industry because the Chunibwa, Enyira and Intomi, that's the 10 oil field, which is scheduled to commence oil production by next week, is expected to produce over 23,000 barrels of oil per day on average. Now, lead operators of that project, which is Talo Oil Ghana, says it expects the figure to ramp up as more wells are brought on board the production in the coming weeks. And finally, before I leave you now, inflation for the month of July 2016 declined sharply to 16.7% from the 18.4% recorded in June 2016. Now, according to the Ghana Statistical Service, which releases the figures, the inflation figures, food inflation was 8.6% in July, the same as what was recorded in June 2016. Also, the year-on-year non-food inflation rate, however, declined to 21.2% from the 24.4% 0.1% between the 1 month period. Now, the Consumer Price Index measures the change over time in the general price levels of goods and services that households require for the purpose of consumption. Now, government statistician Dr. Philomena Nyako explained to Citi Business News that a base drift effect, the city's stability, as well as seasonality effect on the food pricing accounted for the sharp decline in the inflation for July 2016. And that's it for this edition of Business Weekly. My name is Vivian Kai Lokko. Thank you for joining us. Hope to see you again next week. Goodbye.